If you have the data, do something about it. And this is why the Alert Management Guide was developed. First of all, we emphasize not just the short burst, short duration diuretic. Seeing things go up and down all the time was not what we wanted. We emphasized a sustained diuretic response and a larger set of heart failure treatments, because we began observing that up-titrating the guideline-directed medical therapies were also associated with the response in HeartLogic that we wanted. So let me focus on that first. The new guide, the Alert Management Guide, firstly says start treatment, big, bold words, because we felt that some people were still avoiding acting on the alerts. And so start treatment. And you have to look at the treatment as decongestive, or address the precipitant, or up-titrate guideline-directed medical therapy. So those three options. But in decongestion, notice that we're now very, very detailed in saying how you do that. You double a dose, or you increase it, or you add, and you could also augment the guideline therapy by starting or increasing an ARNI, for example. But very importantly, we also linked the HeartLogic response to further treatment, and that's shown here. So we simplified it to say you've got three options when you hear alert. You start, you escalate, or you maintain. Now remember that re-alerts could happen a week later. So with the response, we suggested if it goes up, please escalate the treatment. If it is stable but still alerting and not decreasing compared to the previous, you at least maintain, right? And you have to aim for the HeartLogic alert to get resolved. So it's not just this short burst. We now tie it up all together. And so let me just end by showing you an example of how this would work. And so in the x-axis is time, HeartLogic index is in blue. And as you can see, if the HeartLogic index goes up, where the threshold is in that black dotted line, the first thing is call for an action. Let's say the physician doubled the current diuretic dose. In the following week, if the HeartLogic index went further up, the management guide called for escalation of therapy, like change to a more bioavailable diuretic, transition to Entresto, start spironolactone, and so on. Now, if it started coming down, but was still above the alert threshold, we said maintain, right? And so it goes on. And if it goes up further in the second week, we say escalate therapy more and more. And again, with the responses being dictated by how the HeartLogic index behaved. So that was the alert management guide that we ended up with. We're really quite proud of it. We think it's quite simple. It incorporates all the elements. I think it is really critical to evaluate whether these predictive algorithms can be effectively incorporated into real life management. In other words, it's time for implementation.